What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Royal Ramble. I'm your host, your sick host, John Covey Cole. I'm here with Tommy Thomas, Lynn Childress, the champion, Michael Lee Wills. Guys, we just had a amazing weekend of wrestling across the board. So much to get to. Wow, what a weekend, guys!
It's great. It was a
Absolutely.
great week of wrestling. Yes, it was.
Overall, the best one I've seen in years, to be honest.
Well, my son was asking me. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Would you say this is the best Royal Ramble ever?" I was like, "I can't answer that right now. Of course, I'm going to say that right now." I said, "Ask me again in 5 or 10 years." See,
The best Royal Ramble ever.
look, I done told you I'm sick. I'm on drugs. Okay, I'm sorry. Best WrestleMania
Of
ever.
course. It's the Ramble after WrestleMania. Of course, it's going to be the best one.
Yeah, it's like the Raw after WrestleMania. It's going to be the best.
It's always
Yeah,
Right.
the must see ramble.
The must see. I actually send the link out so everybody can watch it on some chats. Yeah.
Lyndon, you have a good weekend, buddy.
Man, look here. I always get tired after a whole week of wrestling from every and any promotion. So
There was a lot. There was a lot.
it's WrestleMania week is done, and WrestleMania capped it off, and now we look forward to next year, I guess, in a sense.
And season one, or I'm sorry, episode one just started last night. Hell of a night. One of the best Raws after WrestleMania in a long.
In the
Yeah,
Papa
it
H
was.
era. So
Papa H.
can I
Well,
just say, can I just say, because I said this to you guys last night, the camera work is so smooth.
Oh, a
absolutely.
lot better.
Bro, that transition from Rhea getting attacked by Liv to the ring,
That was slick.
bro, this is so smooth in the transition. Like, Kevin Dunn, you suck at your camera work, bro. Like the transitions and everything
Yeah.
makes it feel like a movie. It's like it was so smooth going into it. I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all don't know what Triple H finna do with this new camera work because this crap is like much better.
What really they talking about the whole thing after Liv attacked Rhea, whatever. That was great. But what really got me over the weekend, as far as production wise, was when they were announcing the championship matches. So you had them all in the ring, and you had Samantha Irvin announcing the champion. That was just so clean, bro. So clean. It looks so.
That
But
wireless cam,
hmm
that
look
was
here,
cool.
I will
I
say
think
this: Samantha Irvin, that girl earned her earned her flowers the whole entire Mania.
Look, you watch your mouth talking about her. She may or may not be on my low light list later on in the show. Um, Justin, I ain't heard much from you since we started, buddy. How the hell are you?
oh, I'm great. I'm great. I just wanted to point out Lyndon and Tommy. I think all you guys over the weekend kind of in the chat and going over the final four. I was trying to watch both uh, and keep up with what I could, but they were mentioning the production work. And Tommy, I believe it was you. You mentioned the wireless camera, and
Yep.
about that time, yeah, it's just like a whole new presentation, a whole new product almost.
Yep,
And
Fifteen
and I,
thousand dollar system right there.
what's that,
and
Tommy?
So that's a $15,000 system right there. All that wireless stuff.
So basically, my entire life's worth when it comes to a dollar value. Uh, so, no,
basically,
the production's just going to continue to get better. I feel like.
Hey, bud, how much you want for that camera system? It cost about one net worth of Justin Hicks.
Like honestly, in my mind, whoever the person is that Hunter and them got, had to have worked in the movie industry with a
Bro,
clean damn transition. Had to.
look, WWE's
'Cause-
production in general for years has been phenomenal, but they've definitely upped the game with these live camera shots. Now, I will give Kevin Dunn this as far as um, the hype videos and I don't know the word I'm looking for. Like I said, I'm a little fuzzy tonight, but the pre-match videos where they give you a rundown of the who's and the whys and the storyline and all that. Those were great. Don't get me wrong; they were great, and I'm sure they'll keep those going. But like Lyndon mentioned, I hate to stay there on that, and I can't say it enough. But it is by far a lot better production, and it makes it look more like a big time feel. I talked to a guy today that don't watch wrestling at all, and he's like, "Hey, I thought of you this weekend. I was on Peacock and I turned it on that WrestleMania, and it looked amazing." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it did. That's what we do."
Yep.
Like, I don't know if you guys noticed this too, but I noticed this. Did y'all notice that when the cameras are in the ring, it looked like it was either HK or a different definition when they were inside the ring and focused
Well,
on
That,
them?
that's
Okay,
Trent
I was
Wireless.
I was going to comment on that.
hang on. Before you answer his question, I'm confused. You say it's HK or what?
No, 8. No, the
It's like a
8K high
4K.
definition. I mean 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's 8K in high
Oh,
definition. High
okay.
definition.
It's
Like,
like
did any of
It
y'all notice that
Right.
when
it
they
was
were in the ring?
so it's like the
yeah.
Because bro, I'm
It's
looking
more
at the
high
TV.
defined.
I was looking at my TV, and I'm like, bro, are they using 8K right now in the ring? I'm like,
Hmm.
don't make
they got to be using 8K
it
high
don't make
definition.
if your TV is not 8K capable, it doesn't matter if they're using 8K. You're not going to know.
Oh, bro, with my TV, I was noticing it. I'm like, bro, that's got to be 8. That's
What
8K high definition right there.
what was your question,
Hmm.
Mike?
Well, I was just going to piggyback onto that because we were talking about the camera work earlier. The way that they were filming in the ring when they were announcing the championship matches, it was high def movie quality, uh, like a new format of the way they announced and this is
Yep.
for the championship, and the way they would pan and do that, and it was a higher quality, and I really did like that. So it may have changed quality from one shot to another.
Hmm.
Like, I can't wait until they move to Netflix. Let me tell you.
Oh,
I
it's
agree.
gonna be awesome.
And I
Yeah.
hope Netflix actually takes WWE's PLE because they expire with Peacock in 26.
What was you going to say, Justin?
Oh, I was just gonna say that's gonna add to the product, like Landon. I was agreeing with Landon and Tommy, just everybody. Oh, one quick thing: Ari Emanuel is actually kind of the main head over TKO, right? And that's the guy. If
Hmm.
you,
Yeah,
I don't know if I've mentioned that before. If you've watched Entourage and all that, they base a lot of Hollywood. Like he owns Hollywood. He's one of these guys. So yeah, they probably have some people that have filmed Mission Impossible or Lord of the Rings or something like that on there. I'm dating myself now
just
a little
doing the
bit, but
camera work and production.
yeah,
Yeah.
some real movie behind the scenes industry people, and I think that's great moving forward.
Yep.
I'm just tired of the censorship. I just need them to move to Netflix so the F bombs can just fly.
No, 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 no. Listen, I cuss for anybody on this fucking show, but no, okay, because there is a huge uprising of wrestling fans that are children that does not need to hear all that smuck all the time. Okay, The Rock wants to do it on social media. Great, cool. Paul Heyman wants to do it at the Hall of Fame. Suck my fucking dick. That was hilarious.
Bro, can
Hey,
I just say that was probably the best thing.
not on everyday regular programming. Okay, no, no, no.
I,
Never
I
know.
feel like it would get old. I feel like it would get old and
It
almost
would.
with the children. But censorship has they're going to be able to do a lot more coming to the
Yeah.
Netflix platform
I know.
to
Mhm.
My whole fantasy of protecting the children is going to be null and void. I know, but still,
Basically, yeah.
I don't.
uh,
I've always said that.
I
Hold
was a kid during the
on.
Attitude Era.
I've always said that if you got to cuss to get your point across, then you lose respect out of me. Because if that's the only way to get a pop is by cussing, then you need to go do your homework and try harder.
Exactly.
Some would say that profanity is the sign of a
I,
weak mind attempting to express itself.
Like getting all philological on us over here.
Bro, I grew up in the
Listen,
Attitude Era,
don't even
so
we
get me
lo-
yeah.
started on the censorship. I mean, there's a lot of shows that'll drop f bombs here and there, but they will let every GD come through, and that personally irritates
yeah.
me. They
Exactly. They let every GD
yeah.
come through, so with the F, nah, screw all that. Nah, you gonna let the GDs fly? Let the F bombs fly too. Equal
exactly.
Fs deserve equal GDs.
You're all
Exactly. If they're going to do it all the way or no way. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you worry about saving the kids, just leave them on Disney Plus. They don't need to be watching wrestling.
we got to bring the youngsters up watching wrestling, man.
Yeah.
If not, it's gonna be dead in 30 years.
I
Show them
just
some old
love
stuff from Attitude Era.
there.
Yeah.
I loved seeing Lyndon's smile after that though. That made the show right there.
So
Cause I'm just calling it
listen,
down the middle.
listen,
If
Lyndon,
you gon'
Lyndon,
nah, you better
Lyndon,
be fair and equal.
listen. So what you're telling me is you're kind of in Brock Lesnar mode. You don't give a damn about them kids, do you?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about them kids. If
No,
they
Lyndon is just at home being
if you
Lyndon.
can't take in every aspect of wrestling, you don't need to be watching it. Nah, I don't care. Because whoever your favorite wrestler is, oh, they're gonna drop a cuss word on live TV. Don't worry.
Look, you want to watch that schmuck? Go watch Joey Janela's wrestling. Okay, we don't have to have swearing in wrestling.
Boy, you better look at AEW. They don't know nothing but to swear.
All right, you guys ready to start? We've got
How many people actually watch A? Yeah.
Let's get
not many. Before we start,
who cares? Let's get into the stuff.
before we start though, get on the same page. Because out of the last 17 minutes we've been live, probably 12 of those we've been talking over top of each other. So we got to dial it in, wait our turns.
Yeah.
And if the host cuts you off, you guys know what's up. You might not like it.
It's a lot of lag tonight.
You're a lot of lag tonight, Tommy.
Nah,
I
I
think
hear
it's
you.
because God's sunglasses are reflecting on the inside.
That's what it is. I'm betting that's what it is.
Might be.
Those eclipse glasses.
Yeah, the eclipse glasses.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got to pull up my notes here. I don't have many. The way we're going to do this, gentlemen, and friends watching at home, I see the judges watching tonight. Good to see you in here, Judge. Um, We're going to do a highlight and a low light from night one and a highlight and a low light from night two. Not to say we're not going to discuss other things, but we're going to go around the panel mentioning our one highlight or one low light before we start discussing other things. That way, somebody don't steal somebody's shine or somebody's pick. Lyndon, I know it's going to be hard for you to pick one, so you're going to go last. Okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I've
Thank you kindly.
been waiting for you too long. I figured you out. That being said, we're going to go ahead and start on night one. And we're going to start with the highlight of night one. Um, I'm gonna let you guys go first. We'll start with the champ and come back around to Justin and to Tommy, and then we'll go to Lyndon. So, Michael Lee Wills, what was your highlight? One highlight. You only had to pick one highlight from night one. Pick.
Sure. The one highlight for me, and when I was picking highlights and lowlights, I wasn't talking about best matches or worst matches. I'm just talking about what really was really the high point and low point. For me, the highlight, and call me Nostradamus, but I called it last ramble, was R-Truth giving the business to Priest and winning the tag team championships. That was my highlight. The program that Awesome Truth had. To see him do what he did to what was going to be the next champion, I liked it.
And
That was
you can't forget about his hot tag during the match too. That was great.
exactly.
Bro, the hot tag will always be a phenomenal highlight every single time.
Yeah, that's what makes R-Truth R-Truth.
I know we're not necessarily discussing it, but how about him showing up last night during Damien's championship celebration? He's like, "Hey guys, I'm the champ too."
Yeah.
Judgment Day
Yeah,
rules,
Arch.
right? That's what
Jeff
we
Baker,
are the champion.
Mike, he says that Wills would not know a high point if Rob Van Dam bit him in the ass.
Oh, God. Wow.
It's
He
okay.
is, though. He's the
It's
champ.
okay. I'm not rising up to oh, excuse me. I'm not. It's not that I'm not rising up. I'm not stepping down to Jeff Baker's level. I'm not going to respond to Mr. Baker with any negative comments. I think Jeff Baker speaks for himself, and we'll leave it at that. So, hi, Jeff Baker. Thank you for tuning in. Where are you at right now? Oh, you're not on a live stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're coming in and looking at us. So, good to see you, Jeff.
Jeff, I'm sorry he's acting out, man. I've tried to talk to him. It's like that old saying: you can lead a horse.
I'm just responding in kind. That's all.
I'm sorry, Jeff. Justin, we're going to move on to you. What was your highlight from night one?
That sounded like some final boss stuff.
I've been a big fan of. We talked about it last week or the last ramble, I should say. I believe that was last week, though, right?
Yep.
Jimmy and Jey Uso for night one for me. Just that match finally happening. I love the fact that Jimmy got one. He actually got it over on me. He pulled the wool over my eyes,
Works,
so to
bro.
speak.
You got
And
work.
a little bit. I was like, man, I think he's gonna do it, but what if? Because all these thoughts start running in my mind. What are we gonna do after the bloodline? Michael mentioned that last week. Win or lose, we have to do something. These guys are better. I don't know if they're better together, but we know how dominant they are together. But that was my highlight. That entire match. It was good to see. I'm glad it. I was happy with either outcome. Just seeing Jimmy and Jey Uso's match finally go down. WrestleMania night one. That was the high point for me on night one.
Personally, I feel like Jimmy needed to win that match a lot more than Jay did. I mean, Jay's on fire and he's got a championship match, whatever. But Jimmy's pushed under the. Jimmy has definitely been the Marty Jannetty of that group since they broke up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Jeff Baker says, "No, I'm at the gym where I am nightly preparing for actual wrestling matches because an actual wrestler hasn't had the Ramble belt since I had it. But if I were on a live stream, the first two people to log in and watch would be named Megan and Felicia." For any ramblers watching at home that don't get that reference, he's saying that Mike's woman and Tommy's woman are Jeff Baker fans.
Jack, Mr. Steel Yo Girl Baker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and keep it moving. Tommy Thomas, what was your highlight from night one?
My highlight was when Sami Zayn was coming through there, and he had Chad Gable there, and then he turned the corner, and there's Kevin Owens wishing him luck. See those two guys hugging it out, wishing him luck to go out there to win the IC belt.
Yeah, that was a feel good moment for sure.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Again, the camera.
yeah, you're right. Linda's got a hard on for that camera this weekend, guys.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, the camera work has been freaking phenomenal.
It has.
Every time I see Kevin, which that means that they have booked him properly through the years. Every time I see him doing anything, I'm like, "Yep, he can turn at any minute." For a brief moment, I was like, "Is he gonna take Sammy out? What's up?" And even after Sammy won the belt, I'm like, "Okay, now Kevin's gonna get his ass." And even in that triple threat match, I'm like, "Okay, KO's gonna turn any minute now," which is great because it always makes you wonder. Yeah, he's a slime ball. It's kind of like I look at it kind of like we looked at Shane McMahon and the Miz years ago. You know damn good well every damn one of us was like, any minute Miz is going to turn on Shane. Any minute, it's going to
Yeah.
happen. Will happen. It didn't happen, but just the believability that it will and could happen. So I enjoyed that too, Tom. I don't know if that was my highlight or not, but it was good.
Right.
Um, I guess that this means it's my turn now. There were
Right.
obvious picks that I could have picked, which I'm going to refrain from discussing because I don't want to steal Lyndon's. But for me, I think the highlight for me was, I'm one of these, I guess, lack of a better term, fans that are too smart to the business, and it's hard to work me. Smart, I guess you could call me, but I don't know. But anyway, I look at moves sometimes that I cannot figure out how they could do them safely, and it blows my mind. First thing that comes to mind in a personal matter was I was watching a match. It was a hardcore match with Smokey C and somebody else. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen Smokey C on the independent scene, but the guy did not give a shit. He would go out there and he'd make the crowd. He'd give them their money's worth. But anyway, he used to do a move where he would sit someone in a folding chair up against a concrete wall and run as fast as he could and do a splash. And it had to be done just right, or it's going to hurt like a son of a bitch. And every time he done it, I was like, "Ooh, man, that's awesome!" And that's kind of what led me to my highlight of the night. And my highlight of the night was in that tag team match with Andrade and Ray versus Dom and what you call it, uh, Santos.
Santos. Santos Escobar.
No, Andrade is on the come up. He has been for a couple of years now. The guy looks like $1 million. But anyway, he did a move during that match that totally blew my mind. And I may have seen it before, but I don't think I've ever seen it with that much intensity. I don't even know what you call it. Double knee, maybe. Uh, Somebody was in the corner. I don't remember if it was Santos or Dom, but he took off running with all the might he could and did a double knee, kind of like a Bronco Buster type deal. And it just looked and sounded. It looked like he got killed, a damn guy. And you guys remember the move I'm talking about?
Right.
And for me, that was my highlight of the night. Like I said, there's other ones I could have picked, but some of the stuff that happened this weekend was very predictable, which I'll get to shortly. But yeah, that was my highlight of the night.
Okay.
And that leads us to Mr. Childress.
All right. So, highlight. I guess my highlight for night one would definitely have to be Mr. Good Old Final Boss. I think it was what, 11, 8, something. I don't remember how many years it was since his last match.
Well, the last
But
match he had was horse shit. He just come out there, and that was it. I mean, actual match, it's been a long time.
No, actual match. I think it's been a minute since he's had an actual match. And that man came and put on a 44-minute match. Uh, his selling, man, his selling was the highlight in that match, especially when I saw it coming, and I saw it coming from a mile away. I'm like, oh, Roman about to accidentally spill Rock. And the minute Roman speared Rock, that ish reminded me so much of when Goldberg speared Rock. The reaction, like, bro, that was a highlight because it took me back to that moment. I was like, bro, that reaction he made reminds me of the reaction he did when Goldberg speared his ass in the ring on Raw.
And speaking of that match, Chris in the chat, she says highlight Roman actually looked like he had to work. Bloody nose. Yeah, Roman always does great though.
Oh, look at special delivery. Look at this.
You got bud.
That's special delivery. Got suckers in a Roscoe jar.
He can't breathe in that thing.
That's a lot of lollipop.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I
Tommy,
thought I was hearing somebody behind me. I got snuck in. What's that?
A lot of stinking.
oh, just saying, Tommy gets his flowers. I've heard that a lot this week. Tommy gets his flowers.
That's right.
All right, since we've all thrown them out, is there any other highlights you guys want to mention right quick before we move on to the low light of the night?
Sami Zayn winning the title.
Well, my second highlight was basically R-Truth. Yeah, my second one was just R-Truth doing the hot tag. That was my second highlight.
Right.
It's always going to be a highlight, so.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and go to the low lights. We're going to do this again. Mike, you're going to start. What was the low light for night one for you?
Well, ironically, my highlight was the Awesome Truth winning, but the low light for me was that whole 6-pack ladder match overall. I guess that the bar has been set so high.
I was about to say, what do you die?
What?
I said I was going to say what you want somebody to die, but you're right. We've set the bar so high. We want to see, think of a ladder. Think, okay, somebody's going to jump off a Titantron this time.
Yeah. I mean, we can't have the Hardys, spearing Edge off the ladder every match. I get it, but it could have been a better match overall. It was probably my lowest graded match of the night, but overall, with the exception of R-Truth and them winning and taking out, Priest, that match to me just didn't live up to the hyper expectation.
Theory and fucking Waller.
Yeah, that
Those
too.
two ass.
Future of the company, boys. That's the future of the company.
I think they're going to be great. They're very, very, very easy.
I actually don't mind them. I don't mind them as tag champs.
No, I like Pete Dunne and Bates better, but
Not me. There's some bitch being the independents. Okay.
Or even Shawn and Triple H.
I love that they come out in the Triple H and Shawn Michaels gear. That was
when I saw that, I was like, "Wait, huh? What's going on with DIY?" I'm like, "Wait, I'm confused. What?" But no, it was great. It was awesome. It was great that they did that.
It was. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Justin, what was your low light for night one, bro?
I know why they did it. It got a great pop for the fans, and it was kind of cool for those fans. But I guess being a sports fan in general, Kelsey and Lane Johnson coming out to the ring in that luchador mask get up. I mean, if you watch a lot, you could tell who those guys were before. I'm like, that's Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson, right? It's Lincoln Financial Stadium, and they have the luchador masks, and then we have to wait for the big reveal, and it's well, everybody knew that. It was kind of cool, but I was like, man, come on, really? I guess it's where I'm not a huge Eagles fan as well, but it got the
Yeah.
crowd going, so that's just me bickering. It was still
I loved Jason Kelsey.
Well,
His whole
it's Kelsey. I love the fact. So when they come out, he's giving the kids all the love. Kelsey, they're great guys and stuff. It was just, if that's my low light, that means night one was pretty good for me.
Mhm.
So I don't really have any low lights. I guess that would be it. And the whole overall pay per view, I enjoyed it. We'll get into that again in a minute, but that would probably be it for me.
fair enough. Fair enough. I knew Kelsey
But
was
that whole match, that
what, Justin?
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that whole match never made sense.
Well, it was a lot.
fillers.
I liked it. I liked the whole idea of having both titles on the line. That was interesting to me. Um, but anyway, Tommy, we'll go to you, buddy. What was your low light?
Well, I tell you, my low light, because actually, I'd have put my money on Becky winning, and there she. I wish she was at 100%. Didn't they say she had a fever and she wasn't feeling good? That kind of
I think they said she had
Oh,
strep
yeah,
throat.
it was
She had strep.
yeah,
it was foreshadowing for sure, saying, "Hey, guys, Becky's not going to win." Sorry.
yeah,
But then Rhea had a panic attack right before the match.
yeah, yeah. She had a panic attack like 2 hours before the
So
match started, and they still put on the show.
she
But
had a panic attack before the match.
yeah,
But Becky was sick. I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, I know Becky ain't winning this.
Where's she?
yeah. Like I said, it was kind of foreshadowed.
Tommy, I'm sorry. Should have won. Okay, should have won. Mommy's on fire
Uh,
right now, and
Liv is about
Yeah,
to be the one to take it off
yeah.
of.
Liv's not going to take it either. Lyndon, what are you talking about?
Did
Liv,
you see her throw a chair at Rhea's head?
yeah, she's learning how to fucking work. She's lucky to hug her eye. That was terrible.
That was hilarious. I'm sorry. I busted out laughing when I saw a chair flying on the screen. I'm like, wait, what?
That's like K24 on the PlayStation. The chairs flying. And,
Bro, exactly. That's why I'm like, did we just bring 2K24 like to TV? Because that chair just went voop. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
uh, I have to agree to disagree with you on that one, Tommy. I think it was perfect that Rhea won. Um, but she hasn't. If you think about it, for the last 6, 7 months, it's not really been about the title. She's kind of just been hanging around, bossing her boys around. Hopefully now, with the draft coming up, we'll get some things shaken up, and she'll have some more credible challenges. Hopefully, Alexa Bliss will be back soon. Jade Cargill's on Raw now.
Yeah,
So hopefully we'll have some more work for Rhea. But Becky, I just wasn't feeling that she didn't win. But that's just me. Now, my turn for low light of night one. I don't remember which one of you hoorahs had this as your highlight, but the USO match fucking sucked. It was terrible. And I hate to say that because I love both of those guys. I do like the spot that you were talking about, Justin, where you believed Jimmy for a minute. I thought that was great. That was a perfect heel move. But the whole match in general, trading super kicks like you're trading punches, just the lack of intensity in the match, the lack of high spots in the match. I just thought it was very, very poorly done. I feel like those guys could have done so much more than what they did, which that may have been what they was told to do. I mean, that may have been what it was, but I'm sorry.
right.
On paper, I thought this match was going to steal the night, and they really let me down.
I said last week it wouldn't, and it did. It kind of disappointed me a little bit. But I mean, like I said, there was some good spots to it. But
It was okay.
Yeah,
Like Justin said
I,
earlier about having a low light. I mean, I'm nitpicking. It was a great weekend of wrestling. Both nights were amazing. But my biggest downfall from night one was I expected that match to be a lot better than what it was. Anybody want to defend that?
I agree.
Tommy or Justin, you want to defend
No,
your statement?
the super the super kick spots. I did not. I remember watching that. Like, man, what is
Super
this?
kick.
And being an A who brought the sweet chin JCC Europe HBK fan also. So the super kick used to be like one, maybe two, and then you're down, and that was like 27 consecutive. So I see what you're saying. I guess I was just anticipating that match so much that it did become my highlight. And again, I like to be swerved there a little bit. I really did. I bought into Jimmy winning for a moment, but yeah, it could have been done much better. I do agree for sure.
All right, Lennon, we're on you, buddy. We're still on night one. We're already 40 minutes in. We need to move this along. What was your low life?
Oh, nope. Mine was actually yours. The USO match. It didn't live up to what it should have been. So I feel like they could have done a lot more than what they did. Um, but hey, you get what you get. So, but yeah, that was my low light.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's see if we're in the chat. We had what was it? Becky's loss. That was the judge's low light. Baker's just in here putting over Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Greatest center of all time. I don't know, man. We might have to have a conversation about that. And he said
I
concussion.
wouldn't go that far.
Concussion protocol live.
You know what?
He's an Eagles fan, so
I'm not going to take a break. We're going to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
yeah.
Night 2 highlight. All right, let's see.
Oh.
Pull my notes back up here. Night 2, would everybody on the panel agree that night 2 was a lot better than night 1?
Yes.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I think the weather had a lot to do with it too.
Yep.
Sure
did.
Just talking about the way the show was written. I mean,
night 2 was good.
First night, you had what? The only surprise we got was Kelsey Johnson. And night 2, you had.
Yeah. Night 2 was the Avengers.
But anyway, I'm going to get ahead of myself. Start throwing stuff out. We're going to go back to Mike again and start with him. Mike, what was your highlight from night 2?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and just call it. Excuse me. The main event, the entire storyline coming to the climax there. I mean, I'll grab that one before anybody else does. The entire main event with all the run-ins was unbelievable. Me and my kids were jumping up and down out of our seats. We were loving every minute of it.
I'm not going to argue with you. That's actually my pick too, and I'm going to stand on that.
I mean, I think that might be everybody's highlight because
yeah,
maybe not.
That's mine. I do have another one that I'll probably share, but
yeah, we'll share more once we get to the end here. But I want everybody's number one. Tommy, is this yours or you got something else?
No, I agree. That main event it told a good story and it finished a good story. I mean, we've only been working on this a year and a half.
Yeah. So we're all in agreement, right?
No.
Just main event for this one.
We're not all in agreement. Okay?
Tommy,
I'll agree. We haven't talked to Justin yet. Hold the fuck on.
No.
Perfect cussing, brother.
I was gonna say there's the payoff. That was the payoff. Was Cody winning? Payoff.
And it was
Cody Gold F-bomb.
Seth out there. Roman had the chance to take Cody out and keep his title, but his hatred for Seth Rollins engulfed him, and he had to get his come up and healed.
The foreshadowing was so beautiful.
Justin,
remember well, go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree. I think we're all in agreement. Like
Told
Lyndon,
you.
like the
Like who
the,
wouldn't?
the payoff pitch.
Jeff says, my highlight as an Eagles fan, only birds that don't suck. Looking at you, chicken. Seth's entrance with the
Oh,
Mummers
I thought he was talking about the Falcons.
was the most Philadelphia thing to ever Philadelphia. That was very cool. That was definitely my favorite entrance of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah, Seth's wardrobe be killing me though.
his night one ring attire looked like some shit off Resident Evil. You
Bro,
had
that was a gala. That looked like a Met Gala dress.
it looked like off Resident Evil. It had like damn nemesis growing off his shoulder. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Was it a hat
It-
or not?
no, it was just like some big shoulder. I don't know what it was,
That was
bro.
on night
But
one, wasn't it?
Yeah, night one.
his
Yeah.
his gear for night one, I was just like, bro, Seth, you be killing me, bro.
Let's talk about this match a little bit before we
Yep.
move on to low light. There was so much going on in this match, that we've already mentioned. Let me ask you guys this: did anybody, for a second, don't lie to me, think that there was a chance when you heard the Shield music, with John Moxley being in the intro, that thought you were going to get Dean Ambrose making an appearance?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
No.
I thought for a brief moment that we would, just because they were using his soundbite in the intro of the Shield song.
I guess I'm the only one that was like, no. Oh,
Well, I
I'm
think
sorry.
that WWE did that by design. I think they wanted us to think, oh shit, are we getting Dean Ambrose right now? And if that's the case, they did well. They did well with that. Everybody's not as smart as Lyndon, okay? We all fell for it.
No, it wasn't even that. It's the foreshadowing. Is why I'm just like it's the foreshadowing of the whole entire thing, because if you remember what Seth told Roman in like 2022 for the Royal Rumble match, he was like, "I'm always going to be a step ahead of you."
Hence why I thought
Like,
John Moxley.
but I'm like, oh Seth, I'm like you, because Seth knows. It's like, dude, I'm in Roman's mind because Roman can't beat me. Henceforth, when Seth told Cody, let me be your shield. Why? Because Roman cannot get over the fact of what Seth did. And for Roman to be looking at Seth instead of taking out Cody, Roman caused his own demise to lose his title.
Very well.
His hate for Seth causes title loss. Which
Yep.
I would say is like, y'all can never say Seth Rollins is not a great wrestler, because that man was not dubbed the architect for no reason.
Well, listen,
This man gave up his title to help Cody win and beat Roman.
bro, it's in his storyline. Of course, it's going to go that way. You're talking like this is real life, and he's that guy. I'll give you Seth Rollins is an amazing performer. He's an amazing actor. He's an amazing wrestler. But I'm not going to give him flowers like that. It's not like he come up with the idea.
Oh no, I'm only giving one person flowers though. I already know who I give my flowers to.
Paul Heyman.
No, I give my flowers to Roman. I know this because
I,
ain't nobody ever gonna top what Roman did,
I was
except for Roman.
I was super excited about the Undertaker showing up. I would have much rather it been Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
But
Stone Cold.
I was thinking
I
it's
feel
going to
like
be all.
I felt like they were originally going to do Stone Cold, and I'm like, I bet you Stone Cold was like, nah, I'm good.
Just cause that one camera angle in Chicago with the truck.
oh yeah, well that is nothing. Last night on Raw, I seen a production truck that had Claudio on it. I'm like, what? Come on, guys, what are you doing here? Yeah,
They just getting everything. They just doing a whole bunch of stuff.
they ain't even paying attention to their trucks now. They're putting all their emphasis on their production and camera crew. Right.
Yeah.
They putting all their money on it.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and bounce around and do our lowlights now. Highlight across the board was the main event. Couldn't have been done any better.
Yeah.
Night 2, low light. Mike Wills, what do you got?
The low light was the match I was most disappointed in was LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Again, another example of not living up to the hype. Um, the triple threat match for the U.S. title was more entertaining than that. It just didn't live up to the expectations of two solid in their prime performers, and it just didn't sell to me. If that makes any sense.
Well, you, sir, are a jackass because that was a great match.
I didn't say it wasn't a great match, but it had the potential to be so much more. On a card full of great matches, some had to be greater than the others, and Styles and Knight went down on the list.
I see. I disagree with you. I really enjoyed that match. That was probably my second or third favorite match of the night. You guys, anybody else got an opinion on this? You guys can tell Mikey's wrong. It's okay.
I see what he's saying about which I enjoyed the match, but I guess expected more, sticking out more, right? With two of the hottest stars, other than the guys involved in the Bloodline storyline that WWE has today. So I could see Mike's point, but I did enjoy the match.
Well, it's like Kevin said last week in the chat. Every one of them can't be the main event. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was well done. They set that up perfectly over the weekend. You know, at the WWE World, LA Knight and AJ Styles got a brawl. You know, suspended disbelief for a moment, making people think, hey, are these guys really beating the shit out of each other? And I just thought the match was well done. And I feel like the right guy won. AJ Styles probably not got much longer left, a couple years. But it's,
Mhm.
I don't know. To each their own, I suppose, Mike Wills, but I enjoyed it.
I did see something today that came out that said AJ is closer to, well, obviously we know he's closer to the finish, but he wants one more, didn't say title run, but
Yep.
one
But one
more.
more story before he goes
Yeah.
out into the.
Well, if you guys think about it, AJ for the last couple of years has been enhancement talent. He's just there to help get everybody else over. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
So,
Helping younger guys, yeah.
he's so lose that match and come back the next night on SmackDown and win the title, and it's believable just because AJ Styles is that freaking phenomenal.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, Justin,
Cool guy too.
let's go to you, Justin. What's your low light for night two?
my low light for night two, if I had to pick one, even though it was more hilarity, I guess, than a low, which it was a low light for those guys. The Pride versus the 6-man tag, the table didn't break. You see Bobby Lashley just said, and I love
See,
Bobby to
that
death,
was my
but Bobby,
highlight.
that,
Look, I guess it could be a low light.
and I
That.
mean, God bless those guys.
Uh,
That was tough. That was tough for them, but I'm glad they finished it. And Bubba Ray being in the match, just all of a sudden, I didn't expect Bubba Ray to be in the match. I don't know if you guys did.
I
Um,
but I'll tell you this: I was very bummed out that he didn't do something.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he put his little glasses.
yeah,
Besides what
I,
the
Yeah.
yeah,
what? But man,
Snoop
that
Dogg
table,
saved
bro,
that match show a little bit.
That's
on
what
commentary. Holy God!
yeah, Snoop's like, we got picnic tables. Get him down.
Snoop,
Watch your back.
Snoop
Watch your
made that
back.
match. I'm like, this man commentating on this match makes it like that much better. But I'm
Hey, that's
like,
2 years in a row.
that table.
Snoop killing it. Last year he saved it when Shane got hurt, and this year
Yeah.
on commentary,
Yeah.
Snoop's the man.
Bro, honestly, for me, that table was just like, nah, screw y'all. I'm done for the night. Y'all can get another table.
yeah.
I'm not doing this. I'm not
Yeah.
doing this tonight. No, no. I'm going union. I'm done.
Yep.
All right, Tom, go to you, buddy. What was your low light of night two?
I agreeing with Justin on that. That hardcore triple threat, that was awful. getting out the picnic tables and the family reunion table. They should have got a poker table out. Maybe used it. I don't know.
Get
I
that spade table.
fun game. Oh, I ain't played no poker in a long time.
You haven't played no
Get that
poker in a long time?
get that spade table.
Hey, you wanting to get together and play some poker this weekend?
This weekend?
Yeah, you want to go
Right.
play some poker?
I
Yeah, that just don't sound good.
would love to play some poker this weekend.
All right.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Justin, you
Well,
want to join us? We're making a party.
we'll make
I
a party.
cannot. I have a prior engagement. I have to meet my sponsor for Gamblers Anonymous, so I cannot be there. Michael, maybe.
Mike, what do you think?
Oh, well, sorry for obvious reasons, but guys, I must respectfully decline. I don't gamble.
Buddy,
What?
now listen. Look, you're not even going to have to. I'm going to bring you some chips to play a friendly game. You ain't going to have no money in the pot at all. I'm going to bring you some chips to play. And if you win, that's money you can give to charity or
Go for
give,
charity.
give it to man, whatever you want to do with it. So it's no money out of your pocket, man. I'm going to give you some money to come play. Just come join us, dude. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, Well,
Is that
you
a
said
J-
chips. I thought we were just playing for. You were just talking about playing for funsies, but you're saying the chips are actually going to be turned into cash. But it's not mine.
Yeah.
It's not yours.
I mean,
Give it to you.
I mean,
You're not betting any of your money.
That's your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
don't
know it's not
gamble.
my money, guys, but
Freebie.
that's an awful precedence. I mean, I don't know. Well, John, I'll ask you this. I will do it.
All right.
I will do it if it's your money. I will do it if it's your money, if you behave yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll keep my cool. You keep your cool. Stay on opposite sides of the table, whatever. I'll be nice. I'll be a gentleman. And if I'm playing for charity, then okay.
This,
All right.
this
Hey,
smell.
I like
This,
it.
this smells of freakness right now.
Oh, I
I
know.
like it.
That-
Man,
Somebody losing all their money.
what? No. Hey, I play poker every night.
Yeah, I prefer blackjack, but none of y'all ready for that.
why got to be blackjack, Lyndon? Why can't it be whitejack?
Or New Jack.
No, not New Jack.
Kids, this is why we can't have.
New Jack?
Why is it Texas Hold'em? Why can't it West Virginia Hold'em? I mean, yeah.
Okay, let's
John.
don't start quoting Beyonce here for like Texas Hold'em. Can we not do that?
You got
Want to know a low light in life? You want to know a low light in life? Beyonce's Texas Hold'em and her whole country album. It's a whole shame.
I didn't listen to the whole album. I heard the one song. It's garbage. Tommy, I look forward to it. Lyndon, I know you're down in Georgia. You can't join us, man. It would be cool if you could be here.
Oh,
Y'all wouldn't want me playing poker anyway.
Well,
I'll just flip the table on all y'all.
what, Mike?
hey, John.
Hey.
My son Izzy. He's a big fan of the show, and he knows you and likes you real well. He just asked me because he's nonverbal. He asked me on his pad here. He asked me what day that's going to be. He wants to know.
What do you think, Tommy? Saturday night, maybe?
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do it Saturday night.
Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever.
Is that okay, Saturday night, buddy? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to say hi to everybody? Thumbs up.
Hi,
Here on the camera.
Hi, Izzy.
Yeah. Hey,
A little
buddy.
closer. Right where the belt is, buddy.
Yeah.
A little closer. There you are. Right there. Good job, buddy.
All right,
All
Jeff.
right, baby.
Jeff says he's out of here before Mike tries to put some pudding in his pudding pop in his post-workout shape.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
You know what? That's actually funny.
The good old
That's why we
call.
can't-
At least I came up with a unique way to beat somebody.
I still have to do my low light, and Lyndon still has to do his low light. I was torn on if I was going to do this or not, but I think I'm going to because you know me, I like controversy. My low light of night two is also my pro of night two. My highlight of night two. I absolutely hate the fact that Roman is no longer the champion. Um, Cody Rhodes is great. Don't get me wrong, but he's no Roman Reigns. The Bloodline storyline is going to fizzle out now. I mean, I know we'll probably get a Rock and Cody. Excuse me. I'm allergic to bull. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But Roman losing was, I know it had to be done, but Roman was the man. You guys, not the man. And I'm just, we went from Seth and Roman being the champs to Damian and Cody being the champs. Which nothing against Damian or Cody, but they're not Roman. I know we have to build new stars. I know all that, how that goes. But I'm going to miss Roman and the Wise Man and the Bloodline storyline. I've had a hard on for the whole thing. Um, from the early inceptions to the Sami Zayn era. It's just been a lot of fun, and I hate to see that end. I know everything has to end. All good things come to an end, but that's just hard for me to swallow because I talked about it multiple times going into WrestleMania this year. Really, that was the only thing I was concerned about was the Bloodline storyline. Everything else was just meh, whatever. But it was the Bloodline storyline that kept me super engaged. And even after the fact, last night on Raw, I wanted to see The Rock. I wanted to see, uh, what was next for this storyline. And I'm glad that Rock come out and confronted Cody. That was awesome. I do wonder what The Rock give Cody. Maybe it was a Werther's original. I don't know. But he gave him something.
Condom.
God might have been a condom. I don't know. But I was torn on that being my low light, or like you gentlemen already mentioned, the Pride versus that match did nothing for me. It was good for what it was, I guess, but night two,
Again, that was a filler match.
it was night two as a whole though was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Lyndon, what's your
Yeah. So. Mine was the same one as everybody else's. The Philly Street Fight. It was a filler match. I know why they put that match on the card, but it. Yeah.
look? If you're not going to go all out in Philly and have a Philadelphia street fight, don't call it a Philadelphia street fight, okay? You're in ECW country. If you're going to have a Philadelphia street fight, you pull out all the bullshit. You bring out the chairs, the tables, trash cans, kendo sticks. Get Cody's mom out there and use her as a weapon. I mean, you got to go all horrible 2x4s, something. And you had Bubba Ray out there. There was just the possibilities were there for them to, which they probably didn't have the time to do what I'm saying, but that's fine. Don't call it that then. Go out there and have a 6-man tag match.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey,
2300 Arena is about 3 miles from there. I could have had it right there in the 2300 Arena ECW in the bathroom where they got the big wall says ECW.
How cool would that have been? I mean, think about it. You could even do an empty arena match there if you wanted to. Just in there.
Yeah.
You could have.
They got a nice little bird's nest up in the air for you could shoot the hard cam.
Love to guess, Tommy. You shot some stuff there before.
Oh, about 5 times. I did 30 matches in one weekend there one time.
Woo!
For New Japan, yeah. Oh gosh.
All right, before we get out of here, guys, does anybody have any other lowlights they want to discuss from weekend of WrestleMania or even Raw last night? We didn't even talk about Raw last night.
Well, you were talking about Raw being one of the best Raws after WrestleMania. and I agree for the first hour, but it started slowing down after that. I mean, I know you can't really keep a high for that long, but that Raw again failed to meet expectations for overall. First hour was great, commercial free, great. After that, it just slowed down.
And that is my point about Roman Reigns and the Bloodline storyline. You know what you had? You had Triple H, you had Cody Rhodes, and you had The Rock. That's what you had.
Yeah.
That is what is engaging to people. That is what people want. This other stuff, still trying to grow it and get people on board with it, which most casual wrestling fans are. You know, the 4-way match at the end of the night. You know, Philly Phil, CM Punk sticking around. That makes me question: is his injury as bad as what we thought it was, or is he just out here doing some work injured to keep the storyline going? Either way, I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah, did he even have the brace on Monday night?
He did
I don't
not.
think he did.
He did
Granted,
not.
he didn't use his arm, but
Nope.
Well, he
yeah.
did use his arm. He grabbed Drew's leg with both of his hands.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That that would be a. I know you said mention a low light, but from WrestleMania night 2, just that 5 minute 36 second championship run of Drew's where he's just trash talking CM Punk and that whole dialogue between them. I loved that. I loved it, loved it, loved it, and then obviously the cash in. But
Drew's obsession became his downfall.
Yep.
yeah, and we are going to see the
But you
Scott
got
psychopath. Like,
What, Tommy?
Yep.
go ahead, Tommy.
Drew McIntyre had the belt a lot longer than 2 reigns of Mike Loving with the Royal Rumble Championship. Think about it. Mike Loving had the Royal Rumble Championship, what, 3 minutes and 22 seconds or something like that with 2 reigns?
I don't remember. There's stuff that I don't keep track with. Like Mike talks about, he's the had the belt more than anybody on the show. I don't keep track of all this shit. I don't know who's done what. All I know is that's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that transitional championship phase you were in, John, when my lovely wife beat you for the belt, that wasn't even 5 minutes, I don't think.
No, I've been known for going less than 5 minutes. That's kind of my thing.
Ah, okay.
That was a sexual joke. I was hoping to get a pop out of one of you. At least Justin's smiling.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
I understood that
that
reference,
was
which is why I comment, because I was gonna say something. Because I was gonna comment, being like, "Really? That's all you last? Really? Really? Damn!
Nope.
You need a blue chew, bruh."
Say I ain't got a blue chew, Lyndon.
no,
You
no.
go
Hey,
get
what's
one, bruh.
Flair been
Might help you,
advertising for?
What,
or
Tommy?
whatever Ric Flair got.
Yeah, whatever. It's like uh, Friday night plans or something like that. He's doing something for some Viagra thing now. It's like,
Rick Flair is?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
you better
like
go call
Friday.
up Ric Flair.
Yeah,
yeah.
Friday night plans.com or something like that.
I'd be like,
Not
yo,
a sponsor.
I'll call my killer up. Like, hey, bro, you got a little bit of that Rick Flair?
Otherwise, Space Mountain would have been a speed bump.
That's what you call it, Space Mountain. There you
Bro,
we get a little of that.
you better get some of that
Yeah.
Space Mountain from Ric Flair. Get some of that Space Mountain.
The flare to the top. What was that called? Flare to the top, or his Harley race match, his first Harley race match.
Oh, Flair for the gold.
Flare for the gold. There you go. That would work too. I feel like that
Yeah.
would be a nice one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
83. Starcade 83.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think that Space Mountain. I think that Space Mountain would do it a lot better.
Oldest ride, longest line.
Yeah.
Come get some
After
of this
all,
Space
that'd be
Mountain,
fair to
baby.
Flair.
All right, Justin, you got any final thoughts before we get out of here, bud?
Come get some of this.
just a great overall weekend in general. not even on the wrestling end. Wrestling like topped it off, you know, and I hope it did for all of you guys and everybody watching at home and listening. This was one of the better weekends of 2024 so far. I'll say that, and love all you guys. Love being on here with you and having you guys as friends and hearing your takes each and every week. So thank you. I appreciate it, and hope this week's just as good.
Well, it's going to be good. I got my Carmen San Diego hat on. I'm ready to roll, baby.
That's
Sir.
right.
Mhm.
Tommy, what's your final thoughts, bud?
Hey, well, you already know the line, but yeah, but get to see you guys and happy to be here and yeah, I get ready to play some poker. Get ready for Saturday night. Then that sounds good. Sound like fun.
You better be ready because I'm coming. And Mike, I know you ain't got no.
Whoa!
I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know
At
that
least for 5 minutes.
at least for 5 minutes. I'm going to take all your money, and that, my friend, my prediction, that is a spoiler. My
How
fault.
can you take my money if it's your money in the first place?
I'm going to take it back. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Take it back.
Well, that's fine.
Landon, you got any final thoughts, buddy?
Yep, I got one final thought, and I will share this. So 4 years, 31 title defenses, 9 WrestleManias.
Roman Reigns.
Roman. Roman deserves every flower and then some for what he was able to do in the last 4 years with the
Yep.
tribal chief. Because of not only what he did, but how he elevated everybody around him. Jay, Jimmy,
Mhm.
Solo, and Sammy.
And you know what it all goes back to, don't you?
Elevated.
Say it, but it's not Roman. He's not the root of it all. Paul Heyman is
Mm-mm.
the root of it all.
Paul
All
Heyman.
Heyman.
Without and like Roman has even said, without Paul Heyman, there is no tribal chief.
Mhm.
None. There's not. So if it really wasn't for Paul and Roman, this thing would not have been what it was.
There's been a hell
And
of
there will nobody will ever duplicate it, replicate it ever. You can't top this.
you can't.
You you can't top 1,316 days. Can't top it. There ain't nobody ever going to do it again.
You know what that made me think of? You remember?
But I say that too as
Go ahead, finish your thought.
no. The only thing I was gonna say, but last thing I will say is, if y'all think Roman done, he just getting started.
He'll be back.
Trust.
I don't know.
He gonna come back with something even better.
I don't know if y'all today or not, but he tweeted since
Oh,
day
he tweeted. I saw the tweet.
tweeted out day
So
one.
Roman, I'm like,
So he's back at it again. He ready to go.
he finna come back. He gon' when he come back. Oh, he finna cook.
I think so too. I think him and Seth both going to take some time off for a while.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, get healthy, and Becky too. Is Becky going to be doing the same thing, or do we know?
She needs to do
Uh,
something.
She's sick, so I think she might take some time
I wonder if she
to
need,
get better. So,
wonder if she need about a 5 minute break. You hear me? Huh?
dude, I told you, go get your blue chew.
I'm gonna get some of that Space Mountain.
or under?
Royal Ramble champion. You got any final thoughts, buddy?
Yes, sir. Two statements really stood out over this WrestleMania weekend. Rock said that wrestling is cool again, and Michael Cole said, "quote Damn it, I love professional wrestling." And who knows
Yeah.
how long it will last? Enjoy the ride while it lasts, guys, because you never know when that ride
Yeah.
comes to an end. But guys, you know what? Wrestling is fun again. Wrestling is cool again, and
Yep.
I've always liked wrestling. I'm not going
I'm
to
a
go into
Paul
that. It's
Levesque
still real
guy.
to me, darn it. But no, listen,
I'm a
we're a
Paul
bunch of
Levesque
guys
guy.
that sit on here and talk wrestling. We all love it. We have that common bond. And guys, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. And John, you've always brought it out. You always like my perspective because I come from the perspective of a wrestling fan. And yeah,
Right.
I came away very satisfied with this weekend.
I don't know if
So
I'd
yeah,
say your perspective, but whatever.
It's not sports entertainment anymore, boys.
Professional wrestling at its finest,
One
boys.
thing before I go, did you guys see where allegedly the Young Bucks are going to be showing the Jack Perry CM Punk footage on Dynamite tomorrow night from Charleston, West Virginia?
Yeah, I
huh.
don't really care about that.
I want to see what
I
it is.
don't.
But even if Punk's on there and he pushes Jack Perry's kid on the ground and pisses on him, I'm like, AEW still sucks.
I'm sorry.
Now,
They're
is
only doing
that
it
It's
going
because
to
they're
going
West
to be a
make you want
Virginia.
to
parody.
So.
tune in?
Hang on, Wyoming County. We got.
Yeah, that's what I'm. It's going.
Hang on, Wyoming County. Say it again. I didn't hear what you said, buddy.
Oh, sorry about that. I heard Tommy say a parody. I think the same thing. But is that going to make you want to tune in for that moment, or is it going to be a YouTube thing?
I'm going to tune in for that.
Where you okay? Because it is like you said, it is in Charleston, so that's kind of cool. I still don't expect it to sell out, but you never know. Charleston draws a pretty good crowd, especially for pro wrestling.
Or whatever you call that shit they're doing.
Yeah, that's a great
Definitely
point.
not pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Thing said, I'm out of here, boys. I'm done. All right, guys, that's all the time we got this week. I don't know when we're going to be back. We'll see. We'll talk about it this weekend during our get together, and we'll discuss it, and we'll let you guys know. Tommy, thanks again for the invite. I'm looking forward to play some cards with you. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I can't wait.
Wish Justin and Linda could join us, but life happens. I get it. But anyway, time again for us to get out of here, guys. For Justin Hicks, Tommy Thomas, and Linda Childers, the champion Michael Lee Wills, I am John Covey Cole. Until next time, ramble on.
Ramble on.
Ramble on.